Hey, why don't you grab a seat? Let's have a talk. Today I'm making a video, and I'm breaking one of my policies, and that is making a video if emotions are running a bit high. But I think this is a topic that is pretty important to discuss, and that is about your culture war. I've been getting a lot of comments, messages, and sort of, I don't know. I don't understand people complaining about accusing me of fighting for one side or the other. And I know there's only one side of this culture war argument. There's only one side that will actually listen to me, because the other side is conditioned to reject reality and view people as check boxes instead of real people, and they're conditioned to not listen to what people actually say. So I know that only one side of the argument will actually watch this video and listen to me. The other will just leave a stupid comment and close out of the video. So people are harassing me over their culture war thing. And because of the role that I have chosen to take and the job which I must do, I don't get to defend myself when people leave angry comments, when people harass and say insults. I don't get to defend myself. I do not get to fight back. And I must accept any harassment, abuse, or criticism that people send my way. I do not get to complain or lash out, and that's just how it is. People are misjudging me, they've mischaracterized me, and I don't get to fight back because I have chosen to listen. I have chosen to just hear you out and to make sure that your voices are heard. I have chosen to try to make the world better for people. And I know that because of that, people will hate me. People will understand me and try to tear me down. I know that people are waiting for me to launch my games on Steam so they can review bomb it. I know that. That is the price that I have to pay, and I've accepted it. I'm making videos here on YouTube regularly because people have asked me to. You've asked me to. And I want to help guide the industry in a better direction. People have asked me to help lead the industry. People have asked me to be a positive example to other people. But there's a price that you have to pay in order to do that job, especially on the internet. And I have to pay that price even if it results in people misunderstanding and hating me. So if you need someone to talk to, then I'm here. Whether you hate me or whether you like me, just leave a comment and I will listen to you so that you will feel and understand that someone is listening to you and someone cares about what you have to say. Because the worst thing in the world is to feel like you are alone. And I want to explain the topic of this video, that I do not care about the culture war. I absolutely do not care. I mentioned at the start of the video I'm breaking one of my policies about not making videos when emotions are running high. At the moment, I am at the very limits of my anger and frustration. So this is me at my absolute angriest, at my absolute most frustrated. And the reason being is because yesterday I received a very difficult phone call. And a friend told me that his doctors told him he has 6 to 12 months to live. It's cancer. And so tomorrow I'm going to see my friend. I'm going to drive over and visit. And I need to figure out how I'm going to tell him that everything is going to be all right. I need to figure out how to look him in the eye and to tell him things will be fine. I need to figure out a way to share reassurance and strength with him. I do not care about the culture war. It doesn't even register with me. What I do care about is giving my friend reassurance and a sense of peace and comfort. That is not something that's easy to do. It's not something that's easy to figure out. All the men that I looked up to and relied upon as a source of strength and reassurance are either dead or they're stepping into their deathbeds. And those men are now looking to me. I used to be a kid, I looked up to them. And now they are looking to me as a source of strength and reassurance. And I am not in a position where I can afford to fail them. And so I have to find a way to be strong enough to share strength with them, to share with them a sense of reassurance the way that they did for me when I was younger. I no longer have the luxury of wallowing in my emotions. I'm extremely angry right now. This is the absolute limit of how angry I can be. I have to be strong not for me, but for other people. I'm going to share a photo with you. I've shared this before on the channel. This is the last photo I have of me and my friend Scotty there, and there's Ike, and there's me. So, the last time I saw Scotty was in 2023. He was dying of lung cancer. Our friends, we tried everything to try to convince him to stop smoking, but what are you going to do? He wouldn't quit. So I visited him in 2023, and he lived in a small mountain town, and I spent as much time as I could with him. We went to the bars and did karaoke, and everyone there in that small mountain town, all the locals, all of the friends, kept coming up to me and saying, "Oh my God, it's been years since I've seen Scotty smile. It's been years since we've seen him happy." And it was because I went there to spend time with him. He was so happy that I went to spend time with him, and everyone in that town kept coming up to me and thanking me, saying, "Oh, thank you for spending time with Scotty. I haven't seen him smile in years." And so I promised Scotty that I would come back and spend time with him. I said, "Hang in there. I'll come back as soon as I can. I'll spend time with you." That was back in 2023. So last year I learned that Scotty lit a cigarette next to his oxygen tank and he burned himself to death. And I had to accept that I had failed him. As a friend, I failed him. What I care about is that I wasn't strong enough to be there for him. I wasn't strong enough to get back in time, to support him, to spend time with him. I just wasn't strong enough. There are more people in my life who are looking to me for strength, for reassurance. And what I care about is that I get stronger, I get smarter, and I get tougher so I can be there for the people that need me. It's important to figure out what is worth caring about, what is worth spending your time on. I mentioned that I'm really at my rope's end when it comes to frustration, but you can't let your emotions control you, whether or not your emotions are leveled out or they're at a high point. You cannot let them control you or your decisions. You need to have control over your own thoughts and your emotions. So it doesn't matter if you're super angry or you're super frustrated. You must find a way to stay strong, to remain level, to see the world around you for what it is, to accept reality, and to make the best decisions possible. I mentioned frustration. I'm frustrated because I'm watching my friends around me each year, left and right, die. No matter where I look, at almost every minute of the day, no matter where I look, in my peripheral vision, I can see the end of my life. And it's getting closer and closer. And because of that, I want to be the best person that I can be. I want to make sure that I am a positive influence on other people. But I understand that there's no way that I will be able to accomplish everything that I want to accomplish. I won't be able to make everything that I want to make. I won't be able to do everything that I want to do. It's frustrating. And I'm watching my friends one by one just die. And I see the looks in their eyes when they realize they didn't get to do everything that they wanted to do. They didn't get to accomplish everything that they wanted to accomplish, and they're afraid. And they're looking for a sense of comfort and peace. They're looking for a source of strength. The way that I feel, I need to find a way to get stronger. I need to find a way to work harder, to work faster, and to accomplish more with a very limited time that I have. And I'm frustrated that I'm not a better developer and a better artist and a better writer and musician than I am now. I often get messages of people saying, you're so talented, this and that. There's a big difference between talent and skill. Talent is something that you're born with, and skill is something that you develop through hard work and effort. I'm not talented, and it's frustrating because I understand that. And I know the limits of my talent, and I'm not talented. What I have achieved through hard work, through putting in the effort, through putting in the hours of trying to improve. Talent is something that you're born with. And I just wasn't born with that much, but I'm not going to let that stop me. And so I put in effort. But no matter how hard I work, people who are talented naturally will just be able to accomplish more than me because of their natural talent. And so I have to put in a lot of time and effort. And I just need to keep working harder, to keep improving, to become better. And those are the things that I care about. It's a lot. There's a lot for me to think about. I want to be stronger to be able to support people. I want to be a positive example. I want to have a positive effect on the world. I want to be stronger. That's what I care about. Your culture war is barely a grain of sand to me. I do not care about your culture war, yet people keep insisting that I'm engaging in their culture war. This internet squabbling is suited to children who do not go outside, and I do not care. So if you dislike me, feel free to be wrong and say whatever you want. I don't care. You can leave a comment. You can be angry. You can say insults. In my position, I'm not really allowed to dispute or fight back or defend myself. So say whatever you want. And I just hope that one day you will decide to listen to me. So it isn't just one-sided with me listening to you. And I hope that one day we can see eye to eye and understand each other. And that's because this is the path that I've chosen, and I will walk it with grace. It doesn't matter if people insult me and say horrible things. I have chosen to listen and to understand people. And that's it. That's part of my life decision. That's what I've chosen to do. So that's that. That's my explanation. I've explained to you what I personally care about and why I just do not have time to care about the culture war. I absolutely don't care because I have so many other things on my mind that are actually important. And I just feel so sorry for people to whom the culture war is the only thing that matters. I hope those people one day will actually go outside and see the world and start living life. That's it. I'm still figuring out what I'm supposed to say to my friend tomorrow. I'm gonna drive over to his house in the morning, and I've got to find some way to tell him that everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be tough. I just want to be, I want to be stronger, I want to be tougher. And for anyone out there watching this, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be fine.